Yeah. So, hello everyone. We just joined the match between Czech Republic and USA. Yeah, they are actually trying to figure out why they didn't get enough participation. But the for the earlier game against Uzbekistan, they managed to bring 94 players for the Blitz game, and also 79 players for Rapid. So that was quite interesting. Yeah. So Nabil Bhai is also with us. Let's just share the screen. Share screen. Wait a little. Probably the light chess. Light chess. Yeah. So still 1 minute to go. We can have a very close contest, but in the lower boards, 1400 versus 800, 900. That's kind of one-sided. Looks like. But on the top boards, we can see some masters from both sides, especially there is the uh, American admin, also FIDE master, national masters are there. Okay, Nabil ভাই তাহলে দেখতেছেন তো এখানে? Are you watching?
Yeah.
Already. Let's just reload this page to ensure how many players I've got. 47 from Czech Republic and 37 from USA. So if they managed, USA managed few more players, this could be close. And yeah, so many flags from the American side. Okay, few more seconds to go. Yeah, low rating means nothing. Yeah, all that matters on chessboard is good moves. So also we also asked that Uzbekistan made it really very close, which was in the last 10 or 15 boards they were in some disadvantage. So here I think if we should, yeah, we should stay here. Okay, screen to okay, fine. So here we are. Let's go to the first board. Hey, what just happened? It's English opening. Earlier today, we saw that Kazakhstan versus France was quite one-sided, and we'll have Serbia versus Peru. That match will start 60 minutes later, so it's quite late for us. Unfortunately, almost 10 of the Czech Republicans didn't get paired. So we'll be streaming only this Blitz game, and after that maybe we'll be playing some puzzle battles. So let's see. Let's go to the second board. FM got playing. Let's see. King's Gambit declined. %. Okay. Screen. Okay, not the games. Okay, so let's wait. Maybe I should share the screen once again. Okay. Okay, let me just share the entire screen so that you can. Yeah, I think now it's okay. Nabil bhai. Okay, so here this is the King's Gambit declined. Falk Beer Blackburn attack. That's what they say.
Actually, knight f3 is not the correct move there. Knight f3 is a very bad move, but black could have. Black also is fine here, but the point is after d5, you have to take on d5 because this structure is favorable for black because white's dark squares are very weak. So after e takes d5, there is a line e4, then d3. So still white is not that bad now after this. So e4 is the main move here. e4, then d3, like white always responds to d3, then after queen d5, queen takes d5, knight c3, bishop b4, knight c3, bishop d4. This is how the line goes. After bishop d2, white enjoys some good development of his pieces, because he has to take the bishop knight now. Then bishop takes c3, bishop takes c3. Now g7 is hanging. Then he has to go knight. If he plays knight f6, then maybe he can just take on e4. I'm not sure. I forgot the line. Knight f6. Then maybe bishop takes f6. Yeah, bishop takes f6. Then d takes e4. So white enjoys some better pawn structures, and this is actually equal position, not that bad for black either.
Okay,
but
so
in the game,
let's go to
the
the
game,
game.
black is actually in good shape, which is surprising. Maybe he removed the move knight f3. I don't think this, because now black
Pawn
pieces are
structure.
looked
Yeah,
much
the
more.
pawn structure is also messed up.
And is, yeah. D5 pawn can be turned into a weakness if black manages to exchange some pieces, and also the king is also very weak. So we can proceed to the next one.
Next game, yeah. So to the versus g4, g5. Okay, from the beginning, old Indian defense.
This is English.
English, yeah.
Okay. Now it's turned into old Indian. I think in King's Indian, black always opted for exchange the dark square bishop. And if there is no attack, then the point of exchanging dark square bishop doesn't make any sense. Because black's play is very easy now. Because white pieces are not well placed for attacking the black's king. But black actually is now in trouble because he let his pawn structure to ruin, and the rooks are very active, and the knight on e2 will go to d4 maybe one day, and it will create immense pressure on the bishop on e6. Somehow he misplayed the middle game part.
Okay, so as you can see, already Czech Republic is having a lead of 5-1. So there's how many boards we have got? I think we should take a look at the number of boards. We got 41 boards, so it's a long way to go. 41 and a half to win. So yeah, he played 94, and here there are some links for the full schedule. There's a third round because they actually there's a free week for the teams to arrange the unplayed games. We can just give him a check.
Now black will just double on the 7th rank, and mate will follow.
Yeah, actually it's white, right?
It's disaster.
Okay,
yeah,
so
white. Sorry.
Whites. So let's go to the next board. Maybe the 4th board. You can see. So American player is doing great here on the top boards. Here, let's see another English opening. So they are starting with c4 most of the games.
It's kind of different because actually it's a Dutch kind of position, but white has free play in this structure because it's not sure what the light square bishop will go in this structure for black, and the b7 bishop, it doesn't look that much healthy. He can shut off by playing c5. He would have played c5 in previous move, but still this position is actually a torture because black has a only good minor piece and it's on e4, but it doesn't actually participate in anything because
yeah, it doesn't pose any threat because my pieces are.
The problem of black is if black plays c5, then my knight will read out to c3 and d5, then will force exchanging of knights for bishop, and slowly will keep pressure on the e4 knight. Now knight c3 actually doesn't. Yeah, actually it does also. He also already played it. It only takes. He exchanges all the minor pieces. Then play queen f6, knight c3, queen c3, queen f6. But still in this kind of position, actually white enjoys because he has a pass a pawn.
Yeah, he has up a pawn, and also this probably he'll produce a pass. Already this is a pass pawn, so you can hope that black will push this pawn quite soon. Yeah, now what? Maybe just take or knight b5 is this is not knight b5.
Knight b5 is very interesting move because it attacks c7. Also, it provokes rook f7. Then what? After knight b5, rook f7, how should I continue? Then maybe I'm not sure what is the point of knight b5 after rook f7.
Played rook b3. Probably is trying to just
Yeah, just
trade everything.
if we exchange all the minor pieces, then in rook endgame this should be a long pull for white.
And so maybe let's move to the. Shall we go to another board? 13-2. I expected this to be a close one because in the earlier game USA got huge participation and huge turnout. So perhaps there is something in the settings in chess.com. If you just take, if you there is an option on chess.com just to get notified for an upcoming event. So probably that's why we didn't notified for the earlier game, but not for this one. So 16-3, Czech Republic is doing great, and Czech Republic is, I think they are currently. Hey, just push this. No, probably just go up, push this a4 pawn, a3 pawn. Maybe he'll just double. Yeah, that's why he's preparing to defend them. And outriggers on all the lower boards. Yeah, the lower boards, as you can. If I just
funny that this rook endgame computer shows some advantage for white, but I'm not sure how to continue because the pawn is blockaded quite heavily, and how to continue here. What should be the plan? Maybe it's a pawn, but I think that the assessment is not that right.
Okay, he's.
If black waits, there's no open file to play on. And
okay, he's playing.
e4 is an option, okay, but black will just exchange pawns and his king is active. He can create a f2 pawn as a passer, but still, there's two rooks on the board. Not that all clear. After e4, there may be some kind of e4, then yeah. Then I can harass the king by checking on the vertical chess active. But if the white king can go to c6, but still he can defend the c7 pawn by rook e7.
Let's see.
It's a long way to go to c6.
Okay, maybe we should take a quick look at the first board. I think it's about to end. Hey, still is looking equal. Draw by repetition. Okay, the second board. I believe everything is fine.
Knights are tricky in the place, so now knight a3 is threatened. If you play knight a3 check, king b3, knight b5. So black's doing great.
Yeah, he's about to win this pawn. No, actually, just push this pawn.
a6 holds everything.
Yeah, g4. Just.
The rook is very active. This is the point for white. But if I play knight a3 check, again king b3, then knight c2. Oh no, I can play knight c2 because the knight c7, knight d5 is another concrete setup for black because after knight d5, this knight will be much better than the bishop.
Queen's a pawn.
Before the pawn was loose. What is his idea now? Knight f5 or c4? Wow.
Knight f5. Now this is a fork, so probably you'll just go for this pawn and can't take this pawn.
The
this
g2 pawn
is hanging.
So it's a nice rerouting of the pieces.
Maybe just take this pawn. No, come on.
Right,
this is loose. So you'll take this pawn.
Cannot play king f2 because knight a3, king e3, rook g2, then rook a6, rook c2. Now this is over, I think. This is h5 pawn is also weak.
There is no defense. It'll just some check, so the king is kinda stuck. Oh no.
Yeah,
The
c3 is
c3
also
is falling.
now he can play king e4, just complete domination. Now
And just
e pawn is also
push
a passer.
passers. Yeah, all these pawns they're
Knight
just
f5 protects everything. He dominates the bishop even.
it's made in one, just 90
Yeah, yeah.
93. Nice one. So nice win for the master from America. Okay, 21 and a half and 10 and a half. Maybe we should.
It's very impressive win because the coordination of the black pieces in the end game was magnificent, and he just generated an mating attack very easily. And he
Okay, so
sacrificed many pawns
so
like
so
f7,
yeah,
then
that was a
h6.
nice one because when we started watching this
Very nice.
game, there was a drawish game, but
Yeah, that's true.
and also this one, trading everything. Now this is like should be a draw. Just hey, two pawns, but still could not
Yes,
convert.
because the king is in front of the pawn, and white cannot progress.
Yeah. Hmm.
There would be a filator position, but yeah, this is a filator position.
Still trying, but just a draw. Let's check the
Now vertical check. Then, oh no,
rook
what
d1.
just happened?
Won by timeout.
Rook
Oh
b1 king
no.
is rook b1 king e6. Then
King e6 and king
he
d8.
spoiled it because he always the point is after e6 you have to play if black plays white plays e6 you must have horizontal checks, but the rook was in misplace.
Okay, let's just show this on the board.
It was actually it was very easy. How did he spoil that? But I've also spoiled this kind of position many times. But the point is, after
Yeah, in this position, rook d1 was
this
suggested
position,
move. King
then
e6,
king
then king
e6 is
d8,
the problem.
and then king
King f,
d8.
yeah, then there the king can play f7, but he cannot play. But there are many options apart from this because he spoiled it because the rook should be on the sixth rank and white should be provoked to play e6. Then the horizontal checks come. You shouldn't go. You should go here, not here. When the king is on actually on e4, d5. When the king is on d5, you have to go. But he had a chance. Let me go back for a few moves. He had chance because the checks were this position. This is a draw. You shouldn't move the rook. If you play e6, then you go rook a1. Not here.
Yeah,
This
so he
position you just move.
has to stay in this
If
sixth.
not here, maybe you can play just rook g6 because this is actually yeah, this is a draw. Because if you play e6, then I'll go rook g1. The point is the king cannot come to e6 anymore now. Now the vertical checks comes and there will be no progress.
Yeah.
And if the rook checks, then I'll move forward. King is
So
this is the well-known draw,
that
but
was a.
the player missed it.
So I think the American player mistake this, and also he had some rating advantage, but could not convert it.
Yeah.
At least this should be a draw. Anyway, let's go to the other boards. I think some of the games are almost in the middle game now. Start from the beginning. The park defense. It's not taking that pawn for a long time. Finally takes it.
Very suspicious setup from white side.
Knight.
Now we can argue that d6 pawn is weak. And you can play bishop takes c5, d6, c5, e5 maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Rook comes
Then
in.
the queen can come to c4 maybe, it is a good blockading square. Okay. The black coordinated just fine. This I don't like the move f5, it has just pawn.
Why didn't you just take this bishop? And take this knight.
This rook f, it takes rook d5,
Okay, rook
f2,
f2 check. Okay.
At the end of the line there is rook f2.
Yeah. So now black is looking good because he's attacking this pawn, also this one. Yeah. Now maybe take that bishop.
The c2 pawn is hanging also.
So just hanging, then I can take the other pawn. Well, he's defending c2 first. also threatening to win this pawn.
Rook
Rook
f1
f1.
check is on the issue. Rook f1, king h2, then knight f5 maybe blocking the bishop.
F5 next. So this one is looking good for America, but if you just take a look at the quick look at the standings,
The knight on e2 is actually miserable piece. Nothing
yeah,
can be done to improve
yeah, this e2 knight is not in the game because he cannot control any of the square because that's a crucial square. Should have been probably could read out it if he placed it somewhere like this. No, let's go to the standings for a while. Yeah, he placed it immediately. He was thinking for a long time. Actually, that was the only square. And rook d7 check, then king h6, then h4, chasing that bishop. Might be an idea. If I just take a look at the standings for this, you can see that on verification, yeah, black was all over the game. It's just about to mate. So let's go to the. So I don't know why the earlier match came, but this one did not. Players. Players might have press the notification button for the earlier game, but not for this one. That's why that might be a reason. Hey, that is a French defense. Let's go the first from the beginning. Starash.
The bishop e7 line actually is a new fashionable line, but actually doesn't work that much. Yeah, knight f6. White played the main stuff. I'm not sure the c3 is the main move. Maybe c4. I'm maybe mistaken. Okay. Black's doing fine here. He has very good queenside counter play.
Created
he might be better.
Passed pawn, but this is nice. Just got a piece.
Yeah, very good French for black side.
See, just
the knight is coming to e6, very important.
Yeah, now this is looking very good. To cause
now f4 is very strong maybe, but it needs some preparation. Maybe king g7, king d6, and f4. Creating a pass pawn. It's a pawn up, and also he's favored to win create a pass pawn here.
King f2, king f1, king d3. I still got notified except the case for most as well.
The thing is, the white piece, the knight on c4 cannot move in this structure because e5 is always a weak target, and the rook is also, he cannot have any good target. He cannot have any good target here. This knight is a monster here in e6. Now knight e4.
Rook h6 is suggested.
Yeah, it's drops a pawn. Just why didn't he play king g7? Then play knight e4. It drops a pawn just.
Yeah, that position was. He just blundered the position.
Play king g7, then knight e4. White cannot do anything.
Yeah, it takes this pawn. Now it's equal. What is the notification? Actually, the upcoming club events. Upcoming club events. So rook f6. Just trying to secure the rook. Yeah, it's boring now. This should be a draw game, and already Czech Republic managed to win because we got 41 boards, and They got to 47 versus 24. So a good game from Czech Republic. Let's see the other boards. On the first board, the national master Derek is playing. Derek, and the French defense. Let's see how it's going. Advanced balls and mainland. I played this line a lot.
They're a bunch of French.
Yeah, now I played it nicely. Brought this light skirt bishop to life. Now exchange it, but yeah, fine. Now what? Offering the knight, but didn't take it. Okay, fine. Offering the rook, offering everything. Should be a draw, but as black with black pieces,
But it's still tricky because black is very passive here. It can go wrong. It can be very hard for him to move.
Find some moves, but for black.
Also, black managed to play g5, so there is no problem. The pawn should be on g6. He should waited for the move h5. h5 was maybe too early.
Let's go bishop is there, but they're just wasting times because created a plus pawn, but you can blockade it. Yeah, draw by agreement. So that was a close one. And for the next, I think there are only few games, ongoing matches, probably 7 or 8 games. Let's observe some of them. Another French defense. I think that was the only one I was watching. I think that was okay. I watched this one. Let's play another one. Watch another one. Phase shaped mice. So how it happened? The Sicilian defense opens accelerated dragon. Zeros under time pressure. Yeah, it happens a lot. Players blundering due to time pressure. Offers the queen, doesn't take. Attacks the queen. It's up in exchange. Let's go first. Yeah, now it's just over. They are already open. It's nothing to watch. Let's find the next game. Yeah, here is science. Divakar, Indian name. So many Indians are living in USA, so that's quite easy to find some generation from the young generation playing for USA. And also from in Australia, Team Australia, we saw some Indian players, because Indians are all around the world nowadays. Skiing spawn opening. Okay, actually it's too late to watch the game. Already it's over. Black is with so many pawns just winning. Let's see if there is any other top boards. The chess corner Kemet is still playing. They're still playing this French defense. How it's going? Now it's favorable for black. What happened there? I think we left it somewhere like this. Yeah. Planted a pawn there.
Now the backward h2 pawn is an issue for white. What happened? Just happened. Blunder.
This is just promoting and just came over. Okay, so come on, they're not getting it. Okay, fine. I just made any other game. Yeah, that was the last match. So 55 and a half, 26 and a half. That concludes the Blitz game. We'll be moving to the rapid match soon. I think I should just update the standing. Meanwhile, USA got their first victory tonight against Uzbekistan. And this is the game of third round because the first round was scheduled to play against Slovakia, but Slovakians are enjoying their summer vacation, and that's why they are not playing yet. But there are some free weeks in between the next rounds, so they'll have enough time to arrange them. And yeah, as the season will continue throughout the winter season, so I hope that there will be enough participants. As you can see, if we just show the stats, okay, if we just show the times, these are the games. Kazakhstan France was played already, and Serbia Peru will be there, and Czech Republic USA and Uzbekistan versus USA. Uzbekistan versus USA is over almost 3 hours earlier, and I can see, I think I was about to show the stats. I can find it. Stats probably here. Yeah, so if we just show the stats, that already we have got around 1900 players already participated in this season. With, I should show the numbers. Meanwhile, let's see how this cross table, the standings looks like. 9 Serbia, this 0.99. Okay, fine, that's not the what I was looking. Second division. Fine, probably I should show the standings in a while. It's not loading. So the standing looks like Bosnia with 4 points, Uzbekistan with 3 points, and Czech Republic got another point this game. And Czech Republic is also coming back in this contest, and Mexico with 2 points. Romania got their first victory against Argentina, so that's a bad sign for Argentines because they just got relegated from the first division and also lost first 2 rounds, and I expected them to play much better. Let's see the I think we should go to the game of the rapid game. Let's see if they are getting enough participants. Wait a little, just watching these links. There will be Algeria versus Salvador. That will be 1 hour later, so we should, hey, they'll be playing too quickly within 5 minutes. So meanwhile, let me check some notifications. Got a notification. What's that? Okay, now we'll be just subscribed, so it's good to see some viewers. With Pratmesh Joshi, can you look at my last game? Sorry, actually I didn't take a look at the stream chat because I thought that probably nobody is gonna watch it, or probably they will watch the stream later. So anyway, I will watch the next game and the rapid match, so probably you'll be playing that because yeah, they're a private jet. Let's just accept it. Where is Derek? I think I'm on the, let me just accept private jet. Yeah, so let's see what he's up to. Hello. Yeah, so I should share the switch the screen now to the lecture swell league. Yeah, so this is the rapid match. We'll see the rapid match now. It's the 7, I think. Yeah, 47, that's the link. Oh, notification obtained. I've been trying to find it. Actually, there are some notifications when you go to the upcoming club tournaments or club events. For example, if I just go to Team Bangladesh, not Team Bangladesh, let's go to chess.com Bangladesh. Yeah, it is I'm confused on why they didn't get later event. Yeah, for example, if you just go to this upcoming events, you can find this match, and as you can see on the screen, I think you guys can see the screen, not the entire screen, so probably I should just show the scoreboard a little. Yeah, for example, this one, you can find this plus button, right? This one will say the register. So if I just register, it shows that you have subscribed to the event. So when the event begins, you will be notified when if you are on live chess. So probably this is what they are talking about. That's why the most of the players got notified for the earlier event, but not for the later event. I'm just assuming that was the case. And that's what I'm trying to figure out too. At 96, but only 41 against Czech Republic. Yeah, that costed the match. So I think the screen is now fine. Yeah, should be fine. Let's just close the lock this board. 3 minutes to go. Already I've closed the window. Let me check the number of players registered for both teams. 34 versus 36, so pretty even, but in the lower boards, no, it's still very equal, very much equal. Yeah, looks equal. This message to Sam. Yeah, Sam might know how the notification works. Sam should know better, but let's see the top boards. Yeah, this one is looking good, but you never know because this is the rapid match. Probably some of the players are not regular on rapid, and also I got some boost on my rapid rating today. I just checked that I got 240 rating. See streaming. Yeah, I was streaming from Live Chess World League. You should send out club asking all to let the. Yeah, actually I just opened this stream, this channel a couple of weeks earlier, because I thought as Chess TV is quite busy nowadays, probably I should invest those time on YouTube, because YouTube recordings are available for a longer period of time, and maybe I should check on the. Yeah, now I think if I just go this way, yeah, that's. Yeah, so everyone, you can just subscribe to this channel for for observing the next match. We'll have Peru versus Serbia. Maybe Nabil Bhai is not will not be here for a long time, but I'll try to give commentary as long as I can. And
yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Nabil Bhai, Asan taile. So it's quite late for us, but yeah, that will be really very good, and that will motivate us to stream for the next events. And I'm planning to join the under 1600 event. That will help our players to be active in the club, within the club, because the lower rated players often get frustrated if they don't get paired in the friendly matches, and also in the tournaments they just get crushed in the weekly arenas, membership arenas. So I'll try to arrange an under 1600 event. Let's see, join this. Let's see how. 40 seconds to go, so once again I'm just taking a quick look at the. Okay, ST Rajesh is there, so I'll try to watch his game, take a look at the games. Joshi, another name. I think his username is slightly different. So how many boards we have got? We have got 35 versus 39. 36, 40. So we got extra 4 players in the lower boards. 700. You never know. Maybe some of the players left without pressing withdraw button. That happens a lot. But the top boards is very even. Anyone can win. Can't really pick which one is gonna be the winning side. So let's start from the first board. G4, Grob opening. Okay, so what's the idea behind this? Playing G4 Grob Gambit.
Actually, the idea is very interesting. After d5, white will play bishop g2, and after black captures on bishop g4, then I'll go c4.
Yeah, C4 just go.
But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Already e5 came. Actually, why did he play g5? I don't know. After c6, he had to go c4 if white needs to create complications. There are many beautiful games that black can lose very easily. Like suppose after bishop takes g4.
Okay, if you just
playing c6,
if you took this,
black played bishop takes g4. This is not that rubbish actually. After c4, he cannot take because 7 is hanged. So he has to go. If he plays c6, then comes c takes d5, then c d5, queen a4 check, or maybe knight c3. Queen a4 check, actually he has queen d7 or bishop d7. But knight c3 actually is very interesting. Knight c3, and actually white is sometimes, if black makes any mistake, there could be trouble. There can be trouble. Like e6. E6 is a blunder. If you play e6, then queen a4 check wins the bishop.
Yeah, because this bishop can't go back and can't be defended by their queen also. And let's see what is going on in the game. This pawn, yeah, knight c3 was played.
Now g5 was a target actually for.
Yeah, g5 is very weak. You can't.
I don't understand knight b6 what he is doing, but the knight on a4 looks nice.
You could take this immediately. Yeah, that was playable.
Yeah, h6 g5, h6 g5. Then I don't know what is the aim of knight. Maybe he's defending the d5 pawn, but it not needed to be defended because h6 g5, and if white takes, then with f knights.
Maybe just take this rook first, and then yeah, take the rook first.
Oh, actually, I was calculating knight h6 g5, knight f takes d5, knight f d5. Knight one was on d7. Is the thing. So maybe he didn't want to go for this line. Because I'm not sure what is happening there. After h5, knight f d5.
Knight f d5. Bishop takes, and knight takes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe white is better here. I don't know.
Yes, slight advantage. G takes h4.
Yeah, that's why he played safely.
Maybe this check is gonna win the queen. So knight takes e7 as a suggested.
Yeah, knight e7, queen e7. Then maybe there is
queen b3. Queen b3 is attacking this b7.
Yeah, black has lots of weakness like h4, e4, b7, and white has 2 bishop.
So what's on the board?
There can be lots of picks. available.
Okay, they are still thinking, and meanwhile we should switch to the second board. Christopher Chabris versus Primate Fugas. They are playing another English opening. And now I should take the c takes d5, c takes d5, then just cancel.
This can easily transpose into a French structure, like if he plays d4, then e4 is an advanced French structure. There are some similarities, but he take first on d5.
Still,
And
d4
if white plays d4, then just e4, and black is fine. If white plays d4, and black is also intended to play d4, because after that, after exchanging, the rook will be open.
Yeah.
But the d4 is I always afraid because it liberates the g2 bishop. But now the d5 pawn is under some fire still. Black can develop knight c6. Then if he plays white plays d4, then I can shut it down with e4. And this is a French structure, and I actually white has a bad French bishop on c1, and also the g2 bishop is not that great. And if he plays f3, there is some potential weakness on e3.
Okay, so
And black might continue playing knight a5, knight c4 because the g2 bishop is best placed and put pressure on the c line.
yeah, play this immediately.
f3 came, but I'm not a big fan of f3 because it also creates some hole on e4 square. This is actually a Taras, semi-Taras structure. It comes from e4, e6, d4, d5, knight d2, knight f6 lines. You can get similar structure like this.
Yeah, so already we got 1-0 up. Czech Republic is got a victory on the board. I think should take a quick look on the board. This one, Kruda versus Paul Greer. Hey, Scotch game. I play this a lot. The Scotch Gambit. Okay, fine. Czech Republican player. Yeah, this is the Hexo Gambit. I played it for a long time. Nice one. Nice. Fantastic.
What just happened? He just blundered everything.
Let's see what just happened.
What was knight f5 actually? After
This
knight
is
f5,
where
bishop takes f7. This is a losing. Knight f5 is a mistake. Bishop f7 is just lost.
Yeah,
so what should you do here? D5? Shall
King
you?
g8. It says
King
it's
g8,
equal.
yeah, king g8 is the only try. But after without king g8, without knight g5, is there any other move? Because I was thinking about b4, pawn to b4.
Yeah, b4
Maybe
is also
b4
playable. B4 is
b4
the suggested move actually. B4, just
because I'm
for
getting the piece and the king
yeah.
is weak and lots of activity.
And also this pawn is gonna
So
fall.
what should we go after knight a5 is not the precise move. So what should black play here? I always play d5 in this structure. Knight in this. You can go back for two moves before knight a5. Can d5? Is it d5 possible? Or we can castle just. We can castle, right? But white is setting c4 and the center would be great. So he have to take on c3, then I have to castle after that.
Yes, if I just takes it, maybe knight g5.
And the plan is if he play knight g5, I cannot castle, right? Because there is queen h5, h6, lots of
piece activity and all the
actually
pieces.
After castle, he can play knight a7 immediately, then king h7, then queen h5 check, picking up the bishop on c5. He cannot castle here because maybe knight f7, rook f7, bishop f7, king f7, then queen h5 check. He drops the piece on c5.
Yeah, got it. Because if it just cancels, that's what we are talking about. Probably just takes to the knight first, takes.
Or queen h5 first. Any move order is fine.
Okay, so
this is much more direct because you have to take.
Okay, so now actually all the pieces are falling.
So you have to play d5 instead of castle. Actually, d5 is a must in this kind of situation because you have to give up a pawn.
Nice one. Nice discovered. Hey, that was a checkmate with the knight because all the squares are blocked. The bishop and also the queen. Yeah, nice pattern. So let's move to other board. I think there are Derek is also playing. English opening. I see in the top level some players. I mean, on the when I play on some blitz games, I see that players prefer playing with the knight f3 on the rating opening first, then maybe transposes to something else. So, hey, you just dropped a pawn. Okay, this pawn is pinned, so he took advantage of this. That's why he is up in exchange now. Now it should be very comfortable. Just
So easy
back.
win.
Yeah, should be an easy one now. Probably just double the rooks. Everything works. So let's go to 3-4-3. So US is also getting back in the game. Let's see some of the finished games. This one, Ninja Indian defense.
This one actually is not the main way of playing right now. The basics is actually, it has some positional problems because you can see that white is gaining space on the king side. Actually, it's a Queen's Indian. It transfers into a Nimzo.
Yeah, so here it's just pinning this knight.
So that's why actually Queen's Indian, there is some white is getting some ages in Queen's Indian, and especially after Alpha Zero squashed Stockfish in these lines. It turned out to be strategically risky setup for black. So nowadays, after knight f3, the peoples are starting to play d5 and transpose into some Ragozin or Catalan positions.
So yeah, here you can see actually just
Here you can see that actually, I haven't in position. This is black is completely winning, but in previously. Before actually when after the opening actually, like after knight a5 actually, knight a5 e5 knight e4, white is actually comfortable there. It's not easy to be on like playing with black.
Okay, so after knight f5 you can see just chase the knight.
It's very unpleasant actually because I'll just play bishop e3 or queen c2. And after f5, I'm not a big fan of exchanging on f5 because it actually opens up some lines for the black's rook.
Yeah, this you'll just take this with the pawn and this.
Because the knight cannot move here. The point is black cannot move the knight on e4. Okay. Queen c8 actually a strategical mistake because queen shouldn't be on the c2 because it is not doing that much.
Okay, so let's 6-3 already. So there are so many games. Probably we should take the top boards. The top boards they are fighting quite equally. That's why they're taking some time to finish the game. Maybe Clark Bird. I think I watched this game just now with this one. Paul Greer versus Skruda. Okay, we saw this one as well. Gaurav versus Paul. Okay, French defense exchange variation. I think it's not played that often on the highest level.
You need to challenge the French. The French exchange is not the way because there are many good ways to fight against it. Because French, but Richard Report had some good games with French advance, but he chose a completely different setup. He actually plays knight c3, bishop f4, queen d2, and castle queenside, and throws his pawn to g4, h4, and play a kingside attack. So this can be done, but in this kind of setup, actually, now this is
just winning position, because so, he just lost a piece here.
Yeah, but previously that this kind of position, yeah, black is just fine. He could have read out his knight to c7, and the knight got trapped. The e2 pawn taking on e2 actually big blunder.
Probably
He should go back and put the knight on c7 and come to e6.
And knight is 6, then rook
The
takes.
knight was on a6 because the knight previously the rook was on d3. He just knight b4 actually doesn't make any good sense.
Probably just play
Yeah,
h5.
knight c7, knight e6. Actually, I'll do any day, anytime because if he play rook b3, I at least have b6,
No, it's just over. Okay.
but cannot touch him.
11-6. So some of the top games just finished. The top Queen's pawn opening Wade defense. What's that? Never heard of it. Takes pawn. Okay. Takes with the
The pawn on d6 actually is look not that healthy. And white will just play e4 and clamp on the d6 pawn. He'll get a Marxist type structure. But the pawn is on c6, so black doesn't have even a open c line to operate.
Yeah, play d4.
This is actually a painful position for black. But the good thing is he can manage to put his bishop on f6. Now e8 knight actually defends everything. Cannot progress.
Hey, black is doing good here. Queen takes d8.
Oh, he just blundered.
Just blundered this calculation because okay, so that's what happened here. Now he has no hope of winning this. That's why I decided next one. Anon versus Mr. Nick Doe. That's another French defense, I think. We didn't watch it. Okay. I think black should not exchange this good bishop because the dark squared bishop is the good bishop for black.
Yes.
And this he just traded that off, so there's no serious threat.
White is actually super active here.
It's just trying to mate him. It's not there. Okay. Fine. Just defending this pawn. No. What was that?
Wow, he just blundered a rook.
Yeah, in this position.
Wow, what is rook?
I shouldn't have played it. Probably the blunder was. Yeah, that was equal in this
Oh,
position.
actually, after rook d4, the queen is actually trapped.
Trap. It is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Queen takes d4. That was the only.
Trapped.
But no defense actually. That's why he just gave up the. Eventually, he blundered the queen as well. The queen was trapped, but now why did he push this? Should have gone this way first, then maybe. But he's gonna lose the bishop. So another quick game. I think. Which game I should watch? I didn't watch this one. Birds opening. A for birds, G for glob.
We can consider bird as a reverse Dutch.
Dutch variation.
I don't know why white put his bishop on h3.
Maybe just wants to stop the castle.
Wasting so much time.
Yeah.
His bishop. And I'm not sure what was d5 and this kind of business. Creating weakness.
Why didn't you play g4 immediately? I just missed that. That was the just winning a piece. Didn't play the correct move. Now white is now better. Should have played g4 immediately. Now takes wins the pawn actually. It's a nice check. Another check. No. What's that? Just give up it. Yeah, nice, because this bishop is gonna fall. Oops. I'd like to bring my other rook. Okay, I didn't do that. Eventually. Oh no. So I mean, just ups and downs in this game. That was perfectly fine. This piece. You should probably just play knight Knight c3 should be fine. Knight g1 is also good, because the queen is defending the square and knight is also there, but he just blundered. Now it's mate. Nice one. Nice find. Mate in 6. Found it. I think the American player got the game. Should watch the first top board. They are playing for a long time and still no. Yeah, white is now winning there. The game, probably we left it here, right? Yeah, takes the rook first. Wins the pawn. Takes it first. Just castles. Nice one. Another check. Takes with the check. Nice. So material. White is doing great here. Yeah, now they're still playing, but there's no mate, but evaluation says plus 64. I don't know why they eventually go to 64, 68 some number. And if you watch, yeah, now this is just, this rook is gone. Probably will take a pawn, but nothing works. Besides, maybe the second board, the national master is still playing on. Drop the rook. Another check. Yeah, it works. We'll be watching I think the score. Hey, wait. The score is not showing the live score on the right on the screen. I have to show the score. For some reason I can't show the score. What's wrong with that? No, not this one. Sorry, not this one. Confused why we can't show the board on the screen. I mean the live score. Anyway, let's just watch the game. The scoreline is already in favor of Czech Republic, 13.5, 7.5, and we have got how many boards we have got? I guess 35, 36. 29.5. So just winning. Yeah, now it's fine. So sorry guys, not for not showing the live score through, but the game is not over yet. 31.5, 15, but Czech Republic is on the verge of winning this rapid match as well. But probably because many of the American players didn't get notified for the match, that's why they are struggling here. Maybe just offer the queen. Okay. Still, it's drawish. Just drawish. White is up 2 pawns. Now white is winning because of this pass pawn. I'll just offer the rook. Yeah, nice one. Maybe step 2. Take a look at the modifications. Yeah, rapid rating was not accurate because chess.com just adjusted the rapid rating. Maybe we can just push this pawn. The king, yeah. Yeah, nice work. He can't push this pawn, just defend it. Another pawn. All these pawns are just rolling. Keep them rolling. Maybe just go back. It's over. It's done.
The Czech Republic is also winning convincingly.
Yeah, Czech Republic is. Hey, now it's a draw. How can this be a draw? Oh no. Did he just mess up with the wing? Just like Carlsen did against Kasparov? Hey, that was winning at some point.
Still, it's not that easy practically.
For example, this position that was +3, +2.
F6 was actually king takes S3 wasn't a very good move. He just could have blocked that.
By the rook, by offering the rook, no.
Takes H2, then I have F7.
Okay, you should have played rook H4 there.
Okay.
Rook takes, then rook H6 check, wins the other pawn because this pawn is gonna fall every time.
And to connector, there is to connector on F6. And you didn't need to push the pawn on F6 either.
Okay, now it's looking good because he lost the pawn.
She is not, now it's winning again because this spectacle is really difficult because the white king was also very active. Now it's winning. The king cannot reach to the b7 square. Just give a check. Also this works. Yeah.
Yes, and there is mystery. Yeah, quite surprised that Nicaragua is interested to play the under 1600 event, but they couldn't even manage 5 boards in the main event in the open range games. How can they play the under 1600 event? No idea. Let's go to the third board. We didn't watch all the games. It's over already. It's taking some time to load the games. The lower boards, you can see imagine. Okay, fine. The lower boards, they got they just dominated Czech Republicans. Czech Republic is, I think their FIDE ranking is 15th, so it's not that bad and much better than Bangladesh. So many games are going on. Probably we should watch the Dutch defense. Okay.
But I didn't understand what white just done. He played d4, f5, e6, then e4. If you want to play e4, you should go immediately. If you want to play e4, you shouldn't play c4 first because in the c4 square actually is needed for the bishop.
Yeah.
There's a famous Alpha Zero, no, not Alpha Zero, Stockfish game. Stockfish played d4, f5, then e4. It's actually a very good game.
Now I think this knight going for the kill.
Black is just killing white here.
Yeah, why
The
couldn't
coordination
take
of the
it?
pieces are.
Because of the knight royal fork.
Yeah, he missed knight f2 and knight e2.
Maybe some checks, but he'll always
It was a
defend.
checkmate. Knight f2, knight e2 actually was a mate.
Okay, so here.
Still, white is losing because piece down.
Okay, fine. So another nice win from the American admin, super admin. He's quite active on live chess for USA, Team USA Live, and also Team USA is carrying out the responsibilities for arranging these games, other stuffs. Okay, French defense, another. I love those defenses, those games.
Advanced French actually, if you want to play, you have to watch Nakamura and Ishchuk's game. And this line is actually a problem. But in this line, knight f doesn't f5 doesn't suit well for black because the main idea is actually bishop d7, knight c8, b5, knight b6. So
From
still, it's okay
okay.
position. Still, because look at the king.
King on c6 is trying to survive.
Actually, there's no attack.
I mean, just to keep the rooks connected, you have to.
No, I don't understand why black opened the b file. Although computer's assessment is was actually very good for white due to the space advantage, but it's very difficult to break through.
Yeah, now
Why
this
didn't he
queen
play
is,
knight? Queen d6 check maybe is a move or rook.
queen.
After rook b7, what should white play here? h5, okay.
$39.17. That's the score line. So already Czech Republic managed to win it. I should update the score on the screen. So what was the first game? 55 and a half, 26 and a half. I think from this division, actually, Czech Republic is the favorite, and because Uzbekistan just lost the first game ever since the fourth season. So after winning 45 games in a row, they just lost the first game against USA. Maybe Czech Republic will outplay them as well. So Czech Republic and Bosnia is also a good team. So in the second division there is lots of competition, but on the first division I really don't see any other team. I mean, on top four, Ukraine, Russia, then okay, that's been a draw. Ukraine, Russia, then Serbia and Iran might be joining the championship pool, and as usual, Ukraine is favorite once again. So here, what happened? Another Sicilian O'Kelly Venice system. Okay, it takes d5. I didn't play it. Where's this pawn? Yeah, I feel like that's very similar to
This is a good French for black because the bad French bishop is already on f5.
Yeah, so with this central pawns, this bishop has got out of this the corner, so now it's in the game. Maybe just trade this light square bishop. Probably queen is coming.
The queen is still not that dangerous because it doesn't have any idea.
Yeah, because for a single piece you can't really attack the. Well, your bishop is hanging, so you can't go there right away.
Knight e1 is not a pretty piece. It requires another two moves to move it to e5, but e5 of course is well controlled by black. And in long run, black will opt for play e5 himself.
Okay, he played
And
c2,
knight c2 actually
defending
there's
the
no point
d4
also.
pawn,
Yeah,
probably.
but it's very super passive. White is actually fighting for equalize.
40 and 18, and just then lower boards and blue and okay. So forwards are just crushed by the higher rated players. Quite confused. Let's watch the third board. Another French defense. Let's see. Classical Stanich Bolshevsky variation. Boleslavsky. Hey, we just give up this b2 pawn. This knight is coming, probably. Queen is b2 is suggested.
This is knight f4 is the main move. Not queen d2 is actually a mistake.
Yeah, in this position.
In this position, you have to go knight f4, not queen d2. Queen d2 is too slow.
Yeah,
Knight f4.
Knight f4 just.
Then that line knight f4, queen f5, c3, cd, b4, knight takes b4. Queen f5 actually. Knight f4, queen f5, then.
And then c3.
Black blundered actually. Playing bishop c5. And this is just an horrible situation.
Just to meet him because wow. Now Scoin is in trouble, but it's all fine. Rook h1, winning
Queen
the.
b5 check and this queen b5 or queen b4 check or queen b3 check defending the g3 pawn and rook h1. Queen b3 and rook g1. Rook h1.
Rook h1, winning the h6.
You can play again rook h1 because after queen g3 there is rook g1 itself. The queen is actually in bad shape.
Okay.
Or h7, taking on h7.
So could not play it well. So on the fourth board, McModern repeated blunder. Let's see how they're playing. Another English opening with the American players play. He's okay, fine. Let's see how it's going. Yeah, takes the bishop. For the piece, takes the queen. Tries to keep the pawns connected, but this. This position.
After this team, we should see some good games with French because White is crashing French every day, everywhere.
Yeah, that's quite an
Actually, I
unusual
enjoyed
because I saw some
when I
games
was
from
when I was seeing the games of Ullman, a German player. He is actually a French god, considered as a French god. He actually developed many ideas in Winoir variation, the bishop b4 line. A French player should see Gurevich's game. Then also Radzabo also played French many years. Karwan also plays French sometimes. But top GM level, actually, I don't know who is playing French frequently.
Anish Giri. I think he
No,
is
Anishli
just.
played French when he was a kid. Actually, he is, now plays actually Naidorf and E4, E5 lines. Not a regular practitioner of French anymore.
Okay.
Actually, he said he gave up French due to the knight d2 line, 3 knight d2, and he tried many years the Taras system, knight f6. Now, actually, in French, in classic game, it is actually difficult if white knows what he's doing, especially in the 92 lines. Because in knight c3 line, there is whenever actually it is actually quite challenging for white to actually both sides are taking lots of risks.
Okay, let's go to the Serbia versus Peru game that just got started. Let's take a quick look at that. Okay, so uh, well, that's over already, but so many grandmasters. Oh man, I think six. I think if I just show you guys, Serbia got a good squad, strong squad on the uh, bullet game. I'm sure they will be bringing more players for the blitz game, and eventually Peruvians just ran out of players and got 400 rated players in the last board. Okay, so probably the next is the blitz game that will start very soon. It's also good to see that Peruvians are giving a fight, but then they are just outnumbered. A huge number of Serbian players. And it's not over yet. Czech Republic and USA. We should close with this, and it's quite late. Maybe we'll play. Hey, this one is resigned. Yeah, because the clock just stopped, so he just resigned here. Maybe on the second board we should watch how it's going. We left it.
Yeah, we can call it a day today.
Yeah, so we should. So once again, congratulations to. No, that was.
This game I've seen.
Yeah, we have seen that.
Good back knight on c2.
Yeah, so now wants to connect the rook, double the rooks, or offering the rook first. Let's see. Actually, it's all over already. Czech Republic got a good lead and 36 boards, so that game is over quite early. Not unlike the Uzbekistan versus USA match. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream, and thanks Nabil bhai for joining me, and maybe
thanks to you.
Yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next stream, probably next week, with some good games.